going through those growing pains, if you just keep messing up, just come to God and know that His forgiveness and His grace is waiting. It's waiting for you, and at the end of those growing pains is something amazing. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's a Sunday. Surprise! I haven't seen you guys in forever, and it's good to talk to you guys. I haven't shared on a Sunday in a while, so I thought, I got some free time, let's squeeze in a video. So today I kind of decided just to pick out a verse that I've been seeing pop up a lot recently that I just wanted to share with you guys, so we'll just get right into that. And if you're new, hi, welcome back to my channel. I've been bad about posting, but we're trying. But I'm just so glad you're here. It's great to meet you. So the title for this message would be God uses you even in your lowest. I think the very common misperception is that when we are at our lowest and we seem that we are failing and we're just in this deep hole that we can't get out, we think sometimes that God isn't there, but He is using us in that moment. He never has abandoned us in that moment. So this verse, Micah 7:8, which says, "For though I fall, I will rise again. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light." God is going to lead you out of that darkness. But the crazy thing that you have to remember is the way He shows Himself in those moments could be completely different from what you expect, so you think He's not there. So in those moments where you feel like you're in this deep rut, you need to maybe remove yourself from what you expect and what you hope will happen and be looking for ways that God could be speaking to you. And then this great little passage, by John Acuff. I shared this once on my Instagram story, I believe, but it's just really great, and so I wanted to read it again to you guys. And it is, "God found Gideon in a hole. He found Joseph in a prison. He found Daniel in a lion's den. He has a curious habit of showing up in the midst of trouble, not the absence. Where the world sees failure, God sees future." This line right here. Where the world sees failure, God sees future. Next time you feel inadequate to be used by God, remember this: He tends to recruit from the pit, not the pedestal. I highlighted and wrote down that one line because it's crazy. Where the world sees failure, God sees a future. It is wild. That's just crazy. When we see failure and we're like, wow, I could not have messed up any worse than this, God still sees your future, and He still has a path for you, even if you happen to hit this bump in the road. And I've kind of been thinking about this in my own life, is when I go through times where I'm really uncomfortable, really struggling with my anxiety, mentality, anything like that, and I'm really going through these growing pains, most often it's where God wants me to be. And there's been a few things, for example, teaching at the youth group at my church. I would have never in a million years thought I'd be there teaching these kids and things, because I was just that's just not something that I can do. That's scary. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating. And so obviously going into that, I had a lot of growing pains. I was super stressed and worried about it, but God has pulled me through that, and it's been one of the most amazing things I've ever done, and I would never change it. And but it's just the fact that I had to go through those uncomfortable moments to get to where I am now. And those uncomfortable moments where I felt God, why would you make me feel like this in order to get to where I'm supposed to be? But there's a purpose for it. And once you get through that, you realize how amazing God is and how He never once left you during those uncomfortable times. But if you think about it in a different way, as in a sin or something bad that you've done, in that sense, I think you have to stop and realize that, okay, I did something wrong, and okay, I want God's forgiveness. And I think a lot of times we separate our sin and what we did wrong to God's forgiveness, because sometimes we think that what we did is just too bad, and that coming to Him in those moments when we've messed up, that He's not going to be able to forgive us. But I think we need to start looking at those things together, that yes, God's grace is there, and yes, you did wrong, but you are telling Him you did wrong, and he knows you did wrong, but he is there to always forgive you and give you a fresh start. I always love thinking about it that way, is you are going to continue to feel that like terrible, like weighing down feeling of doing something wrong or messing up if you're not willing to come to him and give those to him, and you're not willing to accept his forgiveness. So that's the little blurb I wanted to share with you guys on this Sunday. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing week. I will try super hard to get a video up on Wednesday, and thank you so much for being amazing. And this week, just remember, if you're going through something right now, if you're just really struggling, if you're going through those growing pains, if you just keep messing up, just come to God and know that his forgiveness and his grace is waiting. It's waiting for you, and at the end of those growing pains is something amazing. So I'll see all of your beautiful faces hopefully on Wednesday. Okay, bye.